Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you, pieces of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Olo province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is the 20th day of the 4th month, being April 2024. I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers. Even welcome your enemies to listen unto this hallowed platform. This is where we preach the gospel of liberation, the gospel of freedom, the real gospel of truth and reality. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to draw nearer to your listening devices. You can be hearing us direct via our FM in parts of Biafra land, 102.1, please. 102.1 in many parts of Biafra land. Also, we are on satellite. Therefore, you have no excuse not to listen to this gospel. Moreover, you can also browse and go into, through Google, you can log into our website, www.ipob.org. Once you log in there, you will see, and you will just press, and you'll be hearing Radio Biafra direct from there. Moreover, we have many other platforms, including our satellite, Biafra Television, Biafra TV, IPOB Rapture Media, the Biafra Digest, different platforms. We have myriads of them on social media. Therefore, you have no excuse not to listen to this sacred message, because you need to seek for information. You need to look out for information in order to activate your frontal lobe. You have to learn to unlearn in order that you may relearn. That is what we are doing. Because it has been a long, we are being fed with garbage. Do you know that really information is highly powerful? Now, to do. You have also devastative information, which we have been fed with. Highly devastative. It is now I understand power behind information, media. The manipulative power. You know, gun kills one persons. Or persons, but with information you can turn the whole world into zombies. With the media you can clear a whole race. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. This is reality. You know, the events that are happening in this world and the way it is being reported is mind-boggling. It made me to understand that we have been completely duped. Imagine that there is no social media. Have you imagined the time there was nothing like social media? The time that we consume our only source of information, the media. Have you thought about it? Through the Western media, whatever BBC fed us, now we swallow the junk. Forgotten. Every of our standard is. Did you hear it on CNN? But let me tell you, now you can be seeing that CNN, BBC will be talking in one event. CNN, BBC, Fox News, all these I-24 will be speaking one thing. And the people on ground where the thing is happening is showing the video live. And when you compare what is happening with the people that are live, no edition, nothing, with what BBC and CNN is talking about the same news, you see that, look, there's a problem. There's, BBC and all these Western media will be speaking just opposite of the reality on grid. And there, it made me to pity ourselves. During the time that we were glued to only Western media, there was nothing like social media to correct anything. They had manipulations of the media. Nothing, That was the reason why, for decades, they have in the education they brought, colonial education. I will talk about it in one of these days as a topic. I've been dealing on the continuous colonial legacy and as a topic. They have been feeding us with lies. Who discovered River Niger? Mongo Park. And they write Mark Good. We pass. I could remember in primary school. It came out in different exams, even quiz. Who discovered the source of River Niger? Mongo Park. Who discovered the mouth of River Niger? The Landa brothers. I will not forget it. And I can't walk para the audience. Oh, you get it. Oh yeah. Little did we know that it is one of the colonial education manipulation. The continuous colonial legacy. Have you asked yourself, why is it people, people that are inventors in our land, the one we are seeing, we are experiencing, I'm not talking about in America or anywhere, in our own land, people that build, they say don't finish a secondary school, some even don't finish primary school. Look at Innocent. Innocent was not a, now he has gone taken adult education after doing what he's doing. I don't know, but he was not a graduate. Many of them Costaris, all of them. Even our little, our boys and girls with hot heads that are issuing an okon, that we are having talent. I understand what I'm saying because I'm one of them. If not for Nigeria, you don't learn all these things in the Western education. You don't learn it. Oh, I'm going to lie in all those things. You see, even on the social media now, you see about the video of the guy in, I think, Zimbabwe, yes, that built a power producer. What the plant is using, according to the scientists, American scientists, they say it defied the law of physics. Because I can now understand that the curriculums in the Western education is to control, to make sure to streamline things to what they want to hear, what they want you to do. I don't know whether people understand what I'm doing. The American scientists visited the Zimbabwean boy, and the explanation the guy was giving him, he cannot understand it. He asked the guy, what is power? No, it's just nature. That as we are now, that there is a current on the A. How do you get this thing? No, I just sleep, I wake up, I jot it down, before you know, I'll construct it. The American man said no. He's a scientist. He came to verify because he said, I have been seeing this type of HOAS on social media. So they flew from America down to Zimbabwe in order to verify. And lo and behold, it is completely correct. It is reality. The guy didn't finish his primary school self. So his explanation the explanation of the boy on what he built that is giving communities light, and they can expand it to even giving the whole continent electricity free of charge. The man cannot understand it. Do you see our natural education? What we are missing? Oh, you can be an issue warm. You got to it down. That is how our own. Before you know, I said the guy was watching, the guy was explaining all those things. It doesn't make any sense to the white scientists that all could go make research, but this one marvels him. And this is how they have been studying the secrets of Egypt's Kemet Empire. That is the black civilization, which they call Egyptology today as a academic discipline. They have been studying and developing with the secrets of black invention. That is the secret. That is why they now call. I will come to that anyway. No need. No need. So for you to understand, why can't you ask yourself, why all these people? You see people that read the PhD, this, and hardly, I say hardly, you see any of them inventing something. Either they are researching on things that have been built, or they are bent on administration. There you understand that the evil colonizers, they train our people, they train blackness. Their education is only to administer the system they put us in place. Nothing more, not to bring out new things. No. That's why you see a PhD holder will come and tell you everything, but bring out something you know way. Instead, he will administer, he will be in charge of forex markets, because that is their system. The Western system, which they want everybody to be going, so their education is accompanying us in order to train our people on the system the Europeans want us to be. They don't want us to have our own system. I don't know how many people are understanding. It's so deep. It's so deep. You know the situation we are in. Let me tell you. Imagine a fish. You know, a fish in the river or in an ocean is in his natural domain. He can do anything. He is limitless in his domain, because it's natural to the fish. Now, you as an agriculturist, you take all these fishes, you build their aquarium. You understand? You now go into the natural habitats of the fish. You catch many of them. You didn't kill them all. You understand? Now you transfer them from their natural rivers and the ocean and transfer them into your farm aquarium. There the fish are alive, they are feeding, they are running around, but they are under your control. Oh, Chineke, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Because people are understanding me. Please tell me, because sometimes this is somehow. You know, you see the fish inside the aquarium, the farmer's aquarium, eating very well, but he must be eating what the farmer provide. He must be going according to the farmer's, request, or the farmer's way, the way he wants them to be, because he's breeding them for a purpose. They are no more in their natural habitat. No time. Sometimes if why are we like this? Can you tell me that in a place where in Biafra land we don't build aircraft, where we have people that can manufacture aircraft, that can build aircraft, but no way we don't build. Oh, It is very sad. Do you know the reason? We have been removed natural habitat. We have been removed from our way of life and put into the colonizer's farm. So that though we are eating and drinking and doing our normal thing, but we are doing it according to the way of our colonial, evil colonialists. Let me put that. I don't call them colonial masters any longer because they are not masters. They are evil. Are you hearing me? So when the fish, once the fish is in the aquarium, the farmer's aquarium, the farmer will be feeding it fat. They will be going there according. If the farmer wants to come and test, oh, they are not growing fat quick, he will add more protein to their feed so that to make them grow fat. And the fish will think that he's feeding very well. He's in his fat, but not natural to eat. Inside the water, but not natural to eat, because there is a purpose. That is why we need to extricate ourselves, remove ourselves from this farm. This farm. Are you hearing what I'm saying? We need to remove ourselves because we have been into this farm for so long. If we are in our natural habitat, we will encourage our agua. I don't know what you can call it in English. We will encourage. You will see a child that never attends even any formal education, or build a robot, or build something highly sophisticated. You'll be asking, how does this boy know this? You don't know. This should have been our way of life. But do you see any government taking charge of it? No way, because we are in the British farm. The same way they remove a fish. The farmer remove the fish, go and catch his fish from their natural habitats of rivers and oceans, and now transfer them alive, their farm, in their aquarium, and be feeding them for his purpose. That is how we are. I could remember when our leader was on ground, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I could remember sometime, many people used to forget. You see Biafrans that built different things. Both that build different types of cars, different types of robots, showcasing to our leader. These people, they didn't attend Harvard University. Now you ask, how do they have this type of knowledge? For you to answer this question, it will be, you have to make it deeper. You have to think deeper. They have removed us from our natural habitat. Do you understand? Whereas the colonizers, they are enjoying their natural habitat, and that is. But we are streamlined to remain in the farmer's aquarium. So how can you progress? Anything they want, they do. Anything the farmer wants, they do. They continue forcing us. Britain continue forcing us to stay there. It is our diversity, is our strength. This and that. Look at how. Just let me give you an example. Do you remember when they arrested Rochas Okorocha? Rochas Okorocha, who is a former governor. Do you remember? When he was praying, they came from up through the ceiling. They break his bulletproof. They threw up. They scatter everywhere. The roof. And the Rochas were videoing. Because no Gawadi Kubwa. Hey, Jesus, Mary, no Gawadi. Former governor. Lying down flat on the floor. It went viral. And he was taken. But look at Bello, the former governor of Kogi State. He's above the law. Don't you see? He is above the law. They cannot take him. They invited him for questioning sometime EFCC, whether this week or last week. And they say he escaped. Since that time, they put him wanted. They cannot catch him. Somebody made a video, I think whether it's a Northerner, I don't know whether it's called an HAUSA, it's live from the pit of hell. He made a video, he said, look, Nigeria is a joke. He gave an example on how Rochas was a former governor arrested immediately. But when it comes to Yaya Bello, former governor of Kogi State, who is now, let me see, who is now wanted for is it 17 or 82 billion naira. Now they can no more see him. They put his photo wanted. That is the Nigeria we are in, British farm. We are George Orwell. All animals are equal, but some are more equal than others. Oh, they are not cases. They arrested him. But once it comes to a Northerner, now there are some are more equal than others. Our people are. Can we learn? Can we learn? The answer is no. Fleeing Kogi ex-governor Yaya Bello, plotting to leave for North African country to reunite with his wife and investments. Do you see? Do you see the farm, the British farm we are in? We are not in our natural habitat in any way. Never. We are not in our natural habitat. In the British farm. And they deal with us as they want. And the sky, I mean the ceiling remains our limit. Do you see it? That is the sad part of it. But the problem is that many of our people don't know. They don't recognize this. They don't know. They don't know. Which is very, very sad. According to our late leader, Odimegwu Ojukwu, he said something. Let me just play it a bit, whether it can come. Because we need to highlight because we continue talking. Today we are on religious discussion, please. But we'll come to that. I want to play what our eternal leader, what he said. I want to play what he said, but I don't know whether it's coming. I don't know. But I will try to play it. I am telling you, I'll try to play it. So, what am I trying to say? The colonial, evil colonialists, they moved us from our natural habitat all way around. You know, now they put us in their aquarium. I know they are now shaka shaka. How do you think that? No, just tell me. How do you think? Any fish in the aquarium of the farmer is at the farmer's mercy. That is the reason why. You see how you know, let me, where do I put it? Police shot a man from I think Abreba. Police shot and killed him just for nothing, because he is a Nigerian. That is, we are in a British farm, so they don't care. They don't care. We are in a British farm. They don't care. Okay, Nigerian. Okay, a trigger happy officer who shot dead businessman in Abia for refusing to give bribe. Nigerian police arrest. They say they have arrested the guy. Who arrested? That is, unless he's a non-Fulani. If the policeman is a Fulani, forget it. Even if they arrest him, but it is what is happening every day. 100 naira bribe. Now they just got gun and kill him. It's an Igbo man. So you are just a farm animal. And the guy, they say his father, they are wealthy people. That's why I used to tell you, as an Igbo man, Nigeria is our graveyard. All. But whether you are rich, you are poor. Your wealth can be destroyed in a twinkle of an eye. Even you will be begging for your life. Because you are in a British farm. You understand me? So the only the only option we have is to support what we are doing, so that we extricate, remove ourselves from this British farm and go back to where we belong to, our natural habitat, because it is not where we are, is not natural to us. We are trying to, to adapt. We are trying to adapt ourselves into Nigeria. That is what our eternal leader, which bring up, said, but of no need. We try. Okay, listen, I think he has come. Let me see. Listen to our eternal leader.
We have found it difficult to live in that Nigeria. We have fought a civil war, killed so many people, and we have tried to live in Nigeria designed by Great Britain.
We have tried to live in Nigeria designed, because Nigeria is designed by Great Britain. It's their farm. But it's difficult for us because it's not our natural habitat. That's why we are scattered all over the world, scavenging. A race that is sentenced into scavenging, hustling for your, for yourself, for your private goodness and your family. Now hustle for yourself, scavenging for yourself. That is that is the worst thing that can happen to a race. When I look at our people misbehaving on social media, worst thing that can happen to a race. Do you see Obasanjo? These are their policies. Do you see Obasanjo? Obasanjo is more what the role he played in placing us in this way. He is worse than Gowon. Obasanjo you are looking at. These are people that constructed, Victor no language. Obasanjo idea separated us into piecemeals and encourage us. So first of all, say, you go and survive on yourself. That is why dog eat dog. No, don't think. No, just say instead enter church and pray and for your own goodness. That is why you can see, 10 people in a bus and 9 will have accident and we die. One of them will just come out and start being happy, giving testimony that God love him. This is the depths of the colonial legacy in us. They destroyed our natural habitat. They destroyed our natural cloak. C-L-O-A-K. Cloak. Because without our natural habitat, we are vulnerable. Before the advent of Oyibo, we are Igwebike. I said it the other day. If in our culture, if somebody behaves or commits any crime against his fellow neighbor, let me put it like that, in our Igbo culture, maybe he slept with his brother's wife, for example, is a crime. It will not be seen only as a crime against that his brother, no, against the land. Do you know what this means? Crime against the land, which means even if that his brother forgives him this and that, it's not nobody's problem. He must suffer because he didn't sin only against the man. He sinned, he committed crime against everybody, against the land, because the land connects everybody, and he must be purged. Do you understand it? And that is collectivity. So that when you do something, when you are planning to do something, you know that if you are discovered, if you commit that crime, you don't have issue with that person that you are victim. No, not only him you have issue. You have issue with the whole community and you cannot contend with it. So when you are trying to do it, you think twice. But in our natural habitat, we are in the evil colonizers' habitat, where they put us, where they want us to be. Remember, the fish is a king in the river, in the ocean. There's nothing you can do. He is free, doing all his natural stances, everything. But once a fisherman, a farmer catches that fish and puts it into his own pond, into his own aquarium, his own pond. That fish is living, breathing, eating, growing, but he's doing it on the farmer's purposes. Do you see the difference? That's why in our land, our local technology inventors, they are not promoted. How can you promote? You want to look at go on, carried above all Biafra invention, war invention, that you should have made Nigeria today to even build, to start, to be part of building, going to space. Because we're in British farm. Are you hearing me? That is it. So let's listen to our eternal leader. Let's listen to him. Let's listen to him.
We have tried to live a Nigeria designed by Great Britain and handed to us. We have found it difficult to live in that Nigeria. We have fought a civil war, killed so many people.
That is the reality. So you see, Obiano as a governor, and immediately he tried to run away. They caught him immediately, and his case is still on. They use it as blackmail, all of them. They are all criminals that are supposed to be killed, yes. But I'm bringing it somewhere. Rochas Okrocha, he was humiliated openly on social media. He was now, his Nigeria failed him. Now he started crying for Jesus to help him. And they humiliated him. And they carried him to Abuja and humiliated him. He was a governor. They didn't say no, we didn't see him. Wanted Rocha Sokorocha. No. Immediately they caught him. But look at governor of Kogi, ex-governor of Kogi State, Yaya Bello. They say he's plotting now to leave for North Africa, to reunite with his wife and investments. That's the worst part of it. I read there is another former northern governor that had investments in in Asia, different countries of Asia. He invested heavily, built factories, different factories. That is you see they're so beautiful. That's why look at, I'm watching the photo of Yaya Bello. Rossus monkey. That bad one. Okay, you are watching criminality personified. He said, okay, steal the money, but invest it even in your place so that the people will invest it and build the factories. No way. They will carry it and go to Dubai. They will carry it and go to Malaysia, different Asian countries. They say one invested in Ukraine, and the Russia bomb have destroyed it. Do you see? Do you see the wickedness? Sometimes I pray, where is a nuclear bomb to be thrown into Nigeria? Because these are people that are not supposed to live. They are evil. And the worst part of it is that they use religion in order to mask it for in the worst way possible. Who did this to on this UG? When you loot, you don't have in mind in order to bring any development to your place. Now you take money, loot money meant for the people. You go outside, you go abroad, far place, and build factories. You paying higher taxes. Does this thing make sense? I cannot even understand. Does it make sense at all? Whereas people from your country are being molested in that country, trying to travel there to work, looking for job. Does Nigerians need to exist in this planet Earth? Sometimes I ask it. Do they merit to exist? No. Do they merit? When Bill Gates look at everywhere and choose Nigeria in order to practice his eugenics, make mistake. Because when you look at the actions, their characters, they don't merit any space in this world. They are evil. Nigerians, they are evil. Yaya Bello, every Friday he will go pray. Prays 5 times a day as a Muslim. Don't he? He will be calling you unbeliever. Hey, Nnamdi unbeliever. They are killed. But look at them. Look at them. Hypocritical. They don't portray any type of conscience or love for their people. No. But they are the people that are coming. If Nigerians understand the magnanimity of what these people are committing, they will rise up and behead all of them before God and man. They will be suicidal. Do you see what Boko Haram is doing, this and that? That is child's play. They should be targeting all these people and their cronies. They should be. It doesn't matter. You kill you buy yourself and kill them. It doesn't matter, because these people are evil. They are in wholesale destruction of lives. When you see them, that's why when you see they go to mosque, they will be in the first seat praying. They go to church, they will come to the altar and the pastor will pray. All of them with that pastor, imam, you burn all of them. They are evil. All of them are evil. They are destroying lives of people. Millions of lives. If these people, if they loot, they convert the money to themselves, now use it to build factories in villages. Now, even if they own it, it is their factory, no problem. As long as people are working, receiving it, organized, it will not be much, because, just imagine. Just imagine. The money they loot in their states now and invest it on their private enterprise as factories, build tomato making factories, farmlands, tire making factories, where people are employed. It doesn't matter, they call it is their own, but it doesn't matter because it will not be destroyed. People are providing job, but their primitive evil greed will make them carry that money, launder it abroad, and then give job to white people. Give job to them. Any day they die, although most of those factories became owned by their government, the government of Ukraine, the government of Asia, Malaysia, China, America. They will take the quietly. The money that is moving out from Nigeria is in the billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars every blessed year, going outside for investment. And the people are dying in Sahara Desert trying to reach Europe. Don't you see that these people, they don't merit to be alive? The mentality, what I'm saying is not only meant for the politicians. I used to say it, the people. In the Shoji, Africans have never risen to that advanced form of consciousness. For your information, advanced form of civilization, whereby they remove primitive wickedness. There is wickedness, yes, everybody have it, but there is primitive wickedness. The difference is this, like what Yaya Bello and other Nigerians are doing. They see their people suffering, no job. People they are shouting, hey, insecurity. What is causing insecurity? It's because there is no job. People out from school to practice, to get job, or to get money, to get loan, to practice what they learned. No way. They have to survive. As a Japanese citizen, you are entitled. It's a right. It's your right. You are entitled to the minimum or minimum of $100,000. Do you know that? Ask any person living in Japan that knows. Not maybe there are people that will live in a country for 100 years. They don't even know what is happening there. For your information, as a Japanese citizen, you have the right of $100,000. Now, if you take it as a loan, because not everybody will be employed. Look at organization. Organization. Oh, that is development. That is civilization. Once you are born as a Japanese, you have the right 100,000. If you want, collect that. You go and apply. They give you 100,000. If you want to eat it, but once you spend it, use it to do betting, no problem. But you cannot get again. That is a consequence, because your own share has been given to you. You misuse it. If you are paying back, you can get more anytime you want to take, because the government understand that. Look, people that are moving out from school, people that even don't want to go to school again, they learn one thing or the other, or people with different kinds of agu, they want to do one thing or the other. They need a fund. Are you understanding me? They need the finance, capital to anything you want to do, buying and selling. You need the fund, you need the capital to start it. So they made it as a citizen. You have the right to $100,000 at least. If you want, take it to you are not accountable to it. But if you pay back, now you can get more anytime you want. You take. It's your money. No interest. Zero interest. Now tell me, what is the kingdom of God as you are talking? What are you looking again as a kingdom of God? It is heaven again. You will see people with hot brain. People can do things. They come out from school. They want to even start up something. No will, no fund. That's why women, they start, our ladies, they enter hookup in order to raise money. Some of them try to, they have something to do, but there is no capital to start it. So they say, once you enter small, no more. You get that, you call it easy money. No more, you continue. You forget about what you say now. Why should I start going to sew as a seamstress, where one man can carry me and give me 200K in a night? What is it? Now he will forget what he learned and relegate it. He say, how many months will I work to get this thing? Do you see how we are in an artificial British farm, that they are turning us into something else? Do you see? Don't you see that we should double or quadruple our effort in what we are doing? Otherwise, we are meant for destruction. Britain wants to destroy our Igbo race, great Igbo race, in the Nigeria farm, in their Nigeria farm, because Nigeria is a farm. It's an experiment. That's why Bill Gates have the audacity to come there to pay for everybody's organ. To buy it, kill everybody. They don't care, because you are in their aquarium, you are in their farm. Anything the farmer wants, you do with your life. But it pains me a lot that people don't understand this. I'm telling you honestly, it's very, very sad indeed. So look at the hypocrisy. Now they don't know the whereabouts of Kogi State Governor Yaya Bello. They don't know. But when it comes to Igbo governors, they catch it immediately. Look at how they humiliated the Emefiele. Among the whole people in Buhari's union or cabinet, it's only Emefiele they targeted. Do you see that? They humiliated him. Whereas they are giving others to do something. That's why, as an Igbo man, Biafra, Nigeria is your grave. Oh, for your information. Is truth. We must continue. We must continue. There is another news headline I want to read. Now, the news of today. I'm going to continue on the continuous colonial legacy in Africa. Religion. That is what we are living on. Religion. Belief. They brought us belief over knowledge, and the belief now supersedes knowledge in our land. Whereas they are waxing stronger, the evil colonizers are waxing stronger in their countries with knowledge. They infected us the virus of belief. It's an evil virus. And we continue battling with it. We continue living with it. That is what I'm going to talk about today. But before I go there, there is something I want to read. There is something I want to read. There is this news on the 13th of March 2024. Because it want to pass without being noticed, but you know, IPOB has eagle eyes, please. Tinubu swears 17 federal commissioners of population commission. I will talk about this maybe Monday, much more. I will talk about it. Maybe I'll come with my comrade that I used to broadcast with from a gun tribe. I'll come with him on Monday. I'll talk about it more. The preamble. Tinubu swears in 17 federal commissioners of population. That is the news of 13th March 2024. A month plus news now. Do you know why we are talking about it? They want to do this census without our, beaming our searchlight on it. Last time I think it was Buhari's administration that wanted to do it, but when we started campaigning, they withdrew. They said, nah, let me tell you, please, Biafrans that are hearing my voice, call your brothers and sisters that are outside Biafra land. Don't ever. We have been fools for so many years. Fools. We have been idiots for so many years. This is the time of knowledge, the era of knowledge. Do not get any time that Nigeria is having their so-called census. Do not ever be counted if you are outside the Biafra land. Make sure that you go with your family to Biafra territory to be counted. Are you hearing me? Because they know how to do it. I'll read for you what they posted. This is since last year, but Ariwa Forum shared it. Ariwa. It was posted by Rumu Udomaya Development Council. Rumu Udomaya Civic Center. I know it's Ikwere, is our brothers, Ikwere. Now, but the thing was shared by Ariwa Group on social media. Let me read for you, please. Because sometimes we become so idiotic. Ndibo. We become so idiotic. We don't know how politics work. We don't know. We are very bad in some political reasoning. That's why we live by the day, only struggling to survive and live. Now, once you are able to buy one tokumbo, no. They have mesmerized us with, as a people that never know anything about politics. People that live in equatorial forests. It's the way they are seen on the caliphate. I am telling you. When you don't understand things, how things work politically, you make mistakes that follow us, that traumatize our race for generations upon generations. Now, what these people wrote is this. 5 things every Ikwere person at home and outside must do during the forthcoming national census. Listen, me, I'm reading it even from Ariwa Republic page. They reposted it, and they are talking to our people of Ikwere clan. Ikwere is a clan, not an ethnic group. It's not a tribe. Ikwere is Igbo. The same way Ngwa is Igbo. The same way is Olo is clan in Igbo land. The same way Nsukka is a clan in Igbo land. The same way Abriba is a clan in Igbo land. Because we speak different dialects. It doesn't mean that. How many times do we say this? How many times do we repeat this? How do you think our warfare people? Things every Ikwere person at home and outside must do during the forthcoming national census. Listen up. When asked the language you speak in the form, feel Ikwere, is Ariwa telling Ikwere ndi Ikwere. Oh, Chineke. Ndi Igbo ndona. Even they took us as very big, huge idiots. I'm telling you that Ariwa vision, divide and conquer, is practically what they love it. That is what they engage. Even if you ask, you can't speak Ikwere language, make Ikwere solely your first language. This way you will increase the number of Ikwere language speakers and make it an important language. You see? What is Ikwere language? Tell me. The other time, I think they asked somebody, I think our brother that is doing good job. You ask Ikwere, man, are you some idiots anyway? Are you Igbo? Say no. Then what are you? I'm Ikwere. Okay, what do you call hand in Ikwere? He say aka. What do you call leg? Oko. What do you call woman? Wanyi. What do you call man? In your no, tell me Ikwere language. Don't speak any other language. You say no, I'm speaking Ikwere. Now, do you have market days? How many market days Ikwere have? You say 4 market days. Name them. Are 4. Are you speaking another language? Are you speaking Ikwere? You say no, this is Ikwere I'm speaking. Now, what is your language? Ikwere. Hey, you are watching stupidity, and stupidity is watching you. I don't know if my voice is cutting and coming. I don't know. Please, you let me know, because sometimes I see it in the indicator. Whether it's from my, please indicate for me whether, so that I will take precaution. Now, you will ask the person from Ikwere, do you have a market days? He say, what is how many market days? He say 4. Name them. 4. Nkwo, Eke, Ori. Say no, speak Ikwere or don't speak any other. I'm speaking Ikwere. Oh, Ikwere is 4. Yes. Ikwere is Nkwo. Yes. Ikwere is Eke. Yes. Ikwere is Ori. Yes. Then why? Then what is the difference between Ikwere and Igbo? No, that is where once he asks them that question, they start rubbing hands. No, my papa tell me, I'm not Igbo, but I'm Ikwere. And you are watching a grown-up person talking like a idiot. I don't even want to use F word. I'm on air, please. Okay, thank you, Mazi. Say my voice is coming out clear. Thank you. So, and you see, what are you speaking? For Nkwo, but you are speaking Ikwere. Say no, speak Ikwere or don't speak any other language. Say I'm speaking my Ikwere now. Now, what is Igbo now? Because it's the same Igbo. He said, no, my papa tell me, say, after creating River State, we become Rivers man. And you are looking at an idiot. And you say, who did it to us? There is a level of things, there is a level something should go. Are you hearing me? There should be a limitation to something. Sometimes, even if your father, your mother told you stories, but when you grow, you have common sense. Common sense will start telling you, but look, what I'm speaking is this language. I'm hearing with a man what he's speaking. We are talking about person. Somebody from Enugu. No, we're speaking the same thing. Only Allah, I'm hearing him. We are talking and communicating. But they say I'm not Igbo. I cannot understand. You cannot ask your father or your mother, do we have any other language apart from what we have? No. We have, but they say, you leave it like that. That is the same way religion blocks our knowledge, our brain. I used to say it. Religion, right from a tender age. As a curious child, that you are growing, you start knowing something at the age of 5, 6 years, you know, they ask questions. That is when they start being curious about their surroundings. You will ask, a child will ask his religious mother, Mommy, why is it that the sun is shining and after it will go dark? What is it? The mother said, no, don't ask. It's God that created like that now. Don't you know that? This kind of things is God. It's the way God made it. So do not ask God the question, okay? You are questioning this, you are questioning God. So you want God to beat you? Say, hey, no, Mommy, I don't want God. God is that huge person in heaven. You see up. You see, he said, okay, you have shut down that child's knowledge or curiosity to understand more. He will carry it outside. If he's talking with his fellow children, they ask the same question. Say, why is the sun not shining in night? No more sun. He will say, no, I asked my mother. It's the way God talking to. Don't talk again. Before you want God to kill us. And the children will grow like that. I say the colonizers put us in a very miserable way, in a situation that is piteous. That is why we are suffering. Are you hearing me? We don't pity ourselves here. I need to use your machinekeba. But do you know that an enlightened family, if their child that is growing, he will tell them, this is how nature is, but there is a cost to it. This world is rotating like a ball. Now the sun is here, static. If he rotates like this, he will try to explain to the child. Now that explanation will bring more questions to the child's brain. He will even become more interested in knowing more. The more he grows, the more he becomes fascinated. Before you know, he will start making researches. What this my father told me, now well, it confuses me, but let me see how. Before you know, you have created a scientist, a natural scientist, right from the family, because of simple questions. But you don't know. But the religious, they say, no, don't talk. God created it like that. And your brain, that frontal lobe is shut permanently. So everything is God. You wake up to pray. You wake up to go anywhere. You pray. Let us pray. Is what we teach our experiences. Sometimes I want, time to reverse and see if I have power to reverse back time. They killed us with religion. You want to go outside early in the morning, everybody will gather, you will pray. So everything is God that do it. Go and come safely is God. You are eating, you pray so that is God that we do it. So we now train our children to put responsibility that should be human being onto an unseen spirit. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Chineke. Why is it so? Is the starting point of our problems. Are you hearing me? That is the starting point of our failure as a race. We carry every responsibility to God. Right from childhood, we train our children like that. Oh, let us pray. Everything, let us pray. Any slightest thing, let us pray. Let us pray. You are praying to who, for goodness sake? You are praying to who? Why? If the child will now see the solution to every problem is God. So you have shut down the medulla oblongata lobe of that child. Destroyed. I now can see that why should we talk about religion? It will bring a division. So which are we not, for goodness sake? When we have destroyed our families, we have destroyed our future generations with belief. Let us pray. You want to eat, let us pray. You want to go out inside car, let us pray. It's God that is in control of everything. Therefore, government is relegated at the background, that no person cares about government. And you are telling me that is the best way. You are telling me that is the best way to train a child, isn't it? It's God that make you want to pass an exam, you pray. You want to do this. You want electricity to be given to us. Let NEPA bring light. Let us pray. And the child is learning. That is how we grew up. And that is why we are entangled into a very mysterious mess that is very difficult for us to come out. What we are doing is very deep. Before God and man, what we are doing, it is very deep. Removing stupidity that has been ingrained right from childhood, we suck it in the breast. It's not easy. It's not easy, No. Some even of my family members may very much because of I don't care. And now talking like this, why? Because the bottom line is when they reason, they say, but what do we do? How do we change it? We need to unlearn and relearn. We have learned nonsense. The colonial legacy still remains. We suck it from the breast. We sleep it. We get on it. In short, we are swimming in the aquarium, in the farmland of the colonial legacy. Are you hearing me? Now, let me continue about the census. Now, they are advising the Ikwere people on the oncoming census, which they want to just quickly say, you know what they used to do? In the north, they used to count them. Do you remember I used to say this? I think I have all those. To find it, I stored all those programs. Any program I make, I store it in a hard disk. Right from the first day I started broadcasting, it will be in my archive. The first time before 2015, before Buhari took over power, when you go to Wikipedia and Google, you type population of Fulani, they will tell you less than 1.5% of Nigeria population. Buhari took over power, and about 2018, after 3-4 years, type in 5, it becomes 5% of Nigeria population. Now, I will check, I never check, going to 6%, 6% maybe, because they are updating. The issue is this: our people, Ndibo, that call themselves intellectual, that should be doing something. People that should be caring for our collective interest in every way. They don't care about all these updates. The more they propagate the false population, Fulani population, they decrease Igbo. That's why here they are telling Ikwere, I say Ariwa group. They are telling Ikwere people, is your language or is Ikwere? He say, even if you speak Ikwere language, make sure even if you can't speak Ikwere language, I'm sorry, make sure you are make Ikwere solely your first language. This way you will increase the number of Ikwere language speakers and make it an important language. At the first sight, the so-called Ikwere people that are foolish enough will be seeing it as good advice. They don't know that they are divide and rule. They are cutting Igbos into piecemeal. One of the worst heinous crimes of Ohanese and Igbo is what? Is allowing the caliphate, allowing Nigeria government to divide the Igbo people, Igbo communities, and put some in the north, put some in now. Anytime you talk about Igbo, they say 5 eastern states only, 5 southeastern states: Anambra, Imo, Ebonyi, Enugu. You count only 5 states, nothing more. The more they divide us into piecemeals because they want to make us insignificant in Nigeria. You know, the population, they will put the population of Fulani more than Igbo, and they will say now the 3 major tribes in Nigeria is Fulani, Hausa, Yoruba, finish. Igbos will be relegated. Who cares? Do they care? The answer is none. Nobody cares because it is a collective interest. So nobody cares. What Igbo men want is what they care for is their family. Now waiting. One go suffer for. I beg, waiting. It not concern me. But tomorrow it will concern you and your generation. You don't know. Oh, ye foolish people. It will concern you. Even updates on encyclopedia in Google in order to propagate more on Igbo. Nobody, all this, no, they don't care. What matters to them is like chairman that to be called as a BBC, this and that. Use it to do something, go into and be firing. As the Fulani they are paying, they are firing up, using their number only on papers. Now they are number 2. They say 5 things equal person at home or outside must do during the forthcoming national census. Number 2, he say for those who do not understand English, help them to state or feel equal solely. Now you ask, why is this thing so important to Arewa that they share it? Why is it important to them? Why is it important to Arewa to give advice to our Igbo that they should feel equal? Don't feel Igbo language, you feel equal, so that you people will be significant. Once you start asking this question, but this Arewa that is telling me this, why is it important to them? Now they say also promoting someone else's language ultimately relegates yours. What is somebody else's language? Igbo they are speaking. They speak. I understand the Ikwere man more than the Ikwere person, more than if Ansoka person, even some part of Abreba. If they start speaking their dialect, I will not understand nothing. But the Ikwere person, let them speak. I have been listening to. I saw one Ikwere one time. One Ikwere. Where are you calling from? Ikwere. I started speaking Igbo. I said, I want you to be speaking Ikwere, thinking that he will be speaking another language. He started speaking Igbo for me, direct. I said, no, speak that you are interior Ikwere. He says what he's speaking to me now. I said, then why are you people exempting yourself that you are not Igbo? What is happening? Is this not stupidity? He started laughing. He don't know what to talk. My papa say, now so they raise us up. And you start asking, what is this? Why does Arewa group now to educate Ikweres? No, so they love you. We IPOB, we are gone. No? Before God and man. He said, if they ask you, number 3, if they ask you for your tribe, ethnic group, say Ikwere. Do you see the way they come and bring problem in a family? That is what Arewa group, or what is the advising them? So to raise rebellions among brothers, so that we'll be fighting each other. No, I'm not Igbo. I'm not. That's what they did after the war. Oh no, knowledge of politics is very good. I used to clap for the Fulani. I admire them. They have their political. Whether somebody will always used to say that I'm promoting them. No. We say it as it is. Reality. I'm not promoting them. You don't underestimate your enemies. With our period, we are dying slowly. Telling ourselves that they are on the back coming. They are also, hey, they are coming. They don't know anything. You don't know that they are masters in politics. That we are the foolish Bakomi people until we start understanding ourselves. And that thing, when you like somebody told me, he said, if you do servitude, Eba boy in Onisha, when he was doing the first day he went to market with his Oga, the first admonition, the first education his Oga gave to him is this: if you are in this shop, any person that comes here, he want to buy this, he want to buy that, he's asking question, is as long as he come here, start interacting with you, put it in your head that this person is a criminal. is a thief, just so that your eye will be open. That is the thing. But when you mean, that is what we should have been. That is why I'm telling, I admire these people. It's not I'm praising them. The same admonition that people receives in why doing boy in Onisha. Because if you underrate the person, he will surprise you. That is what we did. Nnamdi ama anything. Because you can say them something with a change. You think an Hausa man will get a contract from the federal government, contract of 10 billion naira to supply something. In that 10 billion naira, I'm just giving you example. 10 billion naira contract, either for building of one thing or the other, or to supply something. Now he will subcontract it, call a Yoruba person that is his friend, subcontract it out it. He will subcontract it to the Yoruba man, and the Yoruba man will charge 2 billion naira. I'm just giving you example. Now that 2 billion, the Hausa man or the Fulani man, the 8 billion is taken. He has that one is not doing anything. He has pocketed it. Listen, that's how Nigeria is. He will subcontract it to a Yoruba man. The Yoruba man will charge 2 billion. Say he know this. He is a master in it. Okay. Hausa man will say, yeah, well, okay, no problem. Now do it. You can do it well, yes. Yoruba man now we go and look for the real slave Igbo man to do the work. The person that will die inside, that we know how to do the work 100%. He will go and subcontract it. Start talking about with the Igbo man. The Igbo man will tell him 200 million naira. Yoruba man will say, Omo Igbo, you love money too much. Wait it be 200 naira, 200 million. 200 million too much now. Okay, wait him be my share. He said, okay, Oga, you know this is the work I go do. I'm very well. You will see that. Or you will give me, or for you, take 50 million. Now, I will give you. I will do it 150 million. Your mama will say, okay, no problem. You give it to me, but we write 200 million. He say, okay. You don't know that Yoruba person have taken 1.5 billion. Free of charge. Igbo man who uses that is the situation we are in Nigeria. Igbo man now will be that is try to satisfy. He will do the job, supply everything, even work overtime. Call people after paying, doing the job correctly. Maybe his own gain there will be, for example, 50 million naira. With that 50 million naira, he will come out on or maybe his friend. He will also 1 million naira. Even the Yoruba man will be laughing. Will be answering him. He don't know that Yoruba man have 1.5 billion and 50 million free of charge. Hausa man that is their chief, that they didn't know, have collected 8 billion for doing nothing. Igbo man, the lower, the pyramid, the way it goes. Now Igbo man will be at the lowest end. But he will boast more. Before you know, after 50 million, he will use 15 or 20 million, go buy car, one nice to Kumbo. Post so hey, now. Oh, whereas the people that are there, they don't even make noise. They took 1,000 times what you have there and they didn't do nothing. That is how Nigeria is programmed. Now, let me go on to number 4. What the Ariwa Republic is telling is reposting sharing what they posted about to Ikwere. 5 things Ikwere at home and outside must do during the forthcoming national census. Number 4, he said, even if you live in any other city in Nigeria or know how to speak any other language outside your native, don't mention or fill it in your forms. Just leave it at Ikwere. Now, the question you should ask yourself, ask the Ariwama, Oga, so why do you love us so much, right? What is your intention of telling us this? What is your intention of advising me to be my own? No. Now, he said, okay. Number 5. If they ask you for another address, give your address as Eba, Omagwa, Isiokpo, Ozuoba, Chioba, Mboaba, Urumu Okalibo, Urumu Kiwu, this and that. Make sure it is your village. Give your family house address in your village, even if you have never been there. Don't give them your address elsewhere in Lagos, UK, Texas, Kanu, this and that. If you don't know the right address in your village, just state your village name. For example, behind the Akpo Ancestral Hall, Jizoba Town, Obio, Akpo, Obiakpo, LGA. Please do it for us. For Ikwere. Census is very important. Don't fail Iwuro her nation. That is how they created willing nation. Our people are not knowledgeable when it comes to politics. I continue saying it. And you know, I was saying, now, after the war, our people had the properties everywhere in Nigeria. Before the war, now when they killed them, they run back. After the war, they went back to the north. They gave them their properties, their house property, their landed properties in the north. Cool. Even in some part of the west, they gave it to them. Do you know what they do? Do you know what they did? Caliphate went behind and engineered our brother, our king, our own blood, Ikwere. Tell them, we wanna take their properties. Remove yourself from Igbo. You people are not Igbo. Kill their property, take them. They can't do nothing. We will support you from behind. No problem. We will support you. Okay? Knowledgeable. They will say, no, we cannot do it to our own blood. No. They suffer for it. No problem. Oh, and they don't ask them, but you that is telling us, why didn't you seize their own properties in your land? Do you know what they did? They knock our heads together. So that will be, this complex will make them remove themselves, say we are no more Igbo. Are you hearing me? So that we'll be fighting forever, but we have known all these things are bygone. We have known all these things. Are you hearing me? Whereas they stay outside as a peacemaker. And they will come and say, you see, not be our brothers. We give you your property, so in the north that is calling us names. You see how good we are. But is it not your brothers that seize your property? But it's them that engineer them. But these our brothers are foolish by accepting it. That is the reality. I used to talk about like somebody like a Hope Uzodinma, that they imposed in Imo State. The caliphate told him, can you do what we want you to do? He said, I can do. I blinded him. Now they impose him on us. On Imo. If it is, the blame clearly lies on him. Because normally, he's supposed to do what Jonathan did, good luck Jonathan did in our Sorok, and say, no, the blood of my people, my political ambition does not merit the blood of my people. So, because I know that if you impose me there, I can be there, oh, blood will flow. So I don't want. There they will see him as reasonable. You understand? But he foolishly accepted. Do you see the problem? He foolishly accepted, knowing fully well that it will bring a problem. He accepted. But if it is in Asorok, for example, he himself is a fort or then do nothing. Look at good luck Jonathan. In 2015, what happened? Before even result, he said, no, my political ambition did not merit the blood of Nigerians, so I surrender. But just tell me, if he is a governorship candidate, an incumbent governor in Bayelsa, that he say he will. He said all of us will die here. Everybody, that is, the primitivity in our people, because we are only powerful against ourselves. When it comes to foreigner, we become playing gentle. No, we don't want the blood to flow. So good luck, Ukuku. He just quietly stepped down, congratulated Buhari. No, he's a gentleman. But let it be a governorship, a tussle in his hometown. There you will see his eye. That time, his political ambition will merit the blood of everybody. Do you see how foolish we are? Not wise. You see, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started opening our brains, our eyes, and we are now starting to be wise. Once you're in IPOB, once you are a listener, a student of Radio Biafra, you become wise. Wisdom, you don't get it in school. You know that. You don't get it in school. Are you hearing me? So this is what the Ariwa is asking. Tell his they love Ikwere, but they have Oye blogs. Ikwere man, where is your Oye blog? Are you hearing me? Now, as our brother sent to me, yes, you are right. Fulani population before there is about 7.6 million, but today is 15 point something million. 6 point, yes, you see, 6.6%. Before 2015, it was less than 1.5%, which is not up to 2 million even in Nigeria. But today they have. Do you see that they are working everywhere? Once you open it, say, go see Google now. It's there in Google. See the population of Fulani, they are coming. Before you know it, before 10 years, they will write in Google that now Fulani has surpassed Biafra. They say Igbo people every time they say almost more than 40 million. Every time, right from time immemorial, the same number. No, we know the increase. Because we don't have concerned people. People are Igbos. We are not concerned of our collective interest. What matters is what we are going to get. Making a show. That's why all of us are perishing. That's it. We are perishing. Time comes until we start putting heads together, and the time is now. That is what IPOB is for. If this thing, I think even I will postpone my religious program, honestly speaking, because I have many things to talk there. But I have many things to talk there. It will merit time. I don't know why this has taken my time, but it is worth it. Look at Ikwere people. Don't say your language is Ikwere. Don't feel any other thing. But can I surprise you? Let me tell you. Do you know on papers officially, Nigeria has 371 ethnic groups. Nigeria. But did and counted it again. More than out of that 371 ethnic groups, more than 300 is from the north. Oh, Chineke. Hey, Beribe, ignorance is a killer. I say more than 300 among 371 ethnic groups is from the north. Notwithstanding that even in our southeast, in our east, in our east, in Biafra land, they put even clans, Ogoni, as an ethnic group, which is also Igbo. No matter how they divided it, more than 371 is from the north. Then others are in the south, including Yoruba side. Do you see that? But they will not look at how they are telling you to Ikwere divide. They don't tell even their people in the north. They don't give them this advice. Instead, they tell you, no, you are Hausa and Fulani. You are speaking Hausa, just feel Hausa. Who is deceiving who? Who is the foolish person? Is it not we? Is it not the same way they are using some weekend in Abuja today to deal with his own people? He say they deny, say I'm not Igbo. Tomorrow we come now and start crying back and no, I'm Igbo man. It's this, it's politics now. Chuku Poyokan. That is how they use our people against our people. Very myopic set of whom you think you can grow more than your race. You are nothing unless we are something. We. Are you hearing me? Let me tell you, in the north there are many tribes, but many people don't know. Do you know that Tafawa Balewa, that you are hearing the first Nigeria, Tafawa Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, he was given the night in London. That's why they call him Sir Ahmad Bello, Sir Tafawa Balewa. They don't care about religion. What matters to them is the person they will use. Even they didn't give Azikiwe anything. Na England. Is these people, they Sir. Do you think that when they put Sir, do you think it's nothing? Lordship. Na London. Yana Ahmad Bello. Do you know that Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, do you know that he is not an Hausa man? Do you know that? He is from a tribe they call Gere tribe. Gere. G-E-A-R-E. Gere ethnicity. It's not Hausa. But all of us believe is an Hausa man. No, it's not an Hausa. He is Gere. You know, in Bauchi State. Do you know that? His father is Yakubu Danzala and that Gere is going into extinct because they are assimilating and absorbing every other tribe as a Hausa in the north. Are you hearing me? That is the reality. Now, Fulani, let me tell you the Fulani sophisticated politics. They left only language for Hausas to make them feel that they are human beings, but they are in charge. Are you hearing me? Fulani is a perfect colonizer. They leave them, as I said, they remove them from their natural habitat, put them in their farmers aquarium, and leave the fish to be moving around thinking that he's still in his natural habitat. They allowed them, left their language, Hausa, but they are the Lord, they are in charge. The same way, the Africa flag independence, we thought that we are ruling ourselves. Oh, we are in democracy. We are choosing our leaders. No, the Europeans are in charge. We are in a natural aquarium, in an artificial aquarium. Thinking that we are still swimming in the river. No, that is the truth. So I put up. Abubakar Tafawa Balewa. He's not an Hausa person, never. But we call him Hausa because the Fulani, they are colonialists. They assimilate any other ethnicity. To the extent, even people in Benue speak Hausa. Don't you answer why? This instruction they are given to Ikwere by the Ariwa group. Okay, do you think that they will tell their group or their other ethnicities in the north? No, don't feel Hausa or feel anything. Feel this, but we are telling them. We are telling them, the whole northerners, indigenous people of the north, we are telling you people. We are telling you people in order to do what? To defend your ethnicity. Let me come. Just hold on. I will bring some of the names of these ethnic groups in Nigeria. I'll bring it. You will see. I say I counted them. Out of 300, and more than 300 is from the north. But they don't take Britain come and say, we love you people in the east. So we want to defend you. You are minority. There is a threat from Igbos, so we protect you. And you ask them, what is the threat? To protect. Look at where Fulani is openly ransacking indigenous people in the north. Britain, they don't care. For you to understand that there is something ignominious. There is something heavy hidden agenda against us. We need to fight. We need to continue fighting. Otherwise, let me tell you, what we are fighting is for survival. We are not fighting to take another person's property. We are fighting for our own survival. Are you hearing me? That is what restoration of Biafra, for our survival, because we cannot survive in the artificial farm, British farm we call Nigeria. It's not natural for us. They are making sure to slaughter us all, to assimilate us in their artificial farm. But we cannot agree. You have ethnicities more than anything. You have Achipa, the Achipa tribe in Kebbi State. You have Adara, Kaduna and Niger. You have Alfade, Yobe. You have Afizere, Plateau. You have Afo or Eloi, Nasarawa. Many of them, Alago, Nasarawa. You have Amo, Plateau. You have Atiap, Kaduna. You have Ayoka in Jigawa State. Are you hearing me? Kaduna. Have you heard all these tribes before? But whenever they talk about tribe in Nigeria, you say, how many tribes in there? Name some tribes in Nigeria. You say Efik, Igbo. These are not even tribes. Some are clans. You don't know any other thing. Edo, Ejo, Egala. These are, you don't know anything about the North. Because this is the information they put out there for us to continue consuming. We continue consuming it. I say, IPOB opened my eyes about the world order. Whatever the world wants to drive in, the West, now they continue dishing it out. Look at, I say, events that took place these few days. Even in Mavomi, I start shaking. I say, so this is how these people are highly hypocritical. What happened between Iran and Israel? They no longer talk about Israel bombing, killing Iranian citizens in Iranian consulate in Syria, in another country. International charter, United Nations charter. When you invade an embassy, a consulate of a country in any place in the world, it means invading their. Are you hearing me? That's why any person they pursue now, he run into a foreign embassy in that land. No, but they cannot go there too. Look at Julian Assange. Did they? No. The answer is no. Because they have to respect the international pact. The United Nations Charter on protection of consulates. It is like the territory of that country. But whatever they are speaking, you hear all these politicians in Western politicians in Sky News, in CNN, they don't talk about what is the bomb. No, they start. The way they increase the volume. Oh, Iran will use more than 300 drones and ballistic missiles, and it's a massive attack. I say, but. Hi! Chinekele. No person talks about it. And they continue pushing this until people, little by little in your subconscious, you start accepting their message. Subconsciously. You will start accepting it and start blaming the other person. Or the other people say, no, why do you do? Without understanding that, look, these people provoked it. Even you, how many times is, I'm not supporting anybody, but I'm talking on international treaties and respect to law. People that are telling you that we have to respect the law, this and that, but they are hypocrites in this world. That is why I look at this world, I say there is no single justice. No single justice. Any person, justice or no justice or conscience is for the purpose to control the people. All this, anything they want, they get it, whether without, whether it means massacre. They use their media to achieve it. Are you hearing me? You know, from time to time, they can use proxies, no problem. It's a cold war. It's a tricky war. No person will. How many times they assassinate maybe Iranian scientists in Mecca in Saudi Arabia? They assassinated him. There is no proof. No person, no problem. It's allowed in international politics. Youth, if you have power, you go and retaliate secretly without proof. After all, during the Cold War, between the Soviet Union and the West, many things happened, many proxies. But they told themselves they have a pact that we shall never fight an open war. But if you know how to trick master, trick star, bring out your style, no problem. We can accept that. But they agree not to disagree. Or they disagree to agree that they should never fight open war, because fighting open war among themselves is spell doom to the world. They will use their nuclear weapons. Everybody knows it. That's why they are using proxies. They can use terrorists attack this side will revenge. Is allowed, pinned to you. They will laugh. It's intelligent game. It's allowed. But when you go openly to bomb because you have to do it, and you claim responsibility, is you. Everybody knows it. You have now there. You have failed. It's no more Cold War. This is open war. But they are not talking it like this. Here I say, I look at anything the Western media says now. If you want to survive, don't ever accept, don't ever listen, because they have. That is how they drove their religion into our skulls, telling us to hate our things, telling us that our ways are evil, our ancestors are. We accepted it. Oh, I'm telling you. I want to, my blood pressure rises, and it's stuck in our brain, it's stuck in our life, it becomes our way of life. We started accepting it that look, and a savior comes from a white place, is him, that we start arguing something that is natural to us. It's not a religion. Discarding our own thing. Discarding our own thing. Telling ourselves, they convince. Do you know what it took them? They impose on us that everything concerning us is evil. We are talking about the lies of Mungo Park. Now we are, because our eyes are now open, we are matured enough to reason. Now, when it comes to religion, why can't we reason? This is why, the caliphate is, look at, they are seen also as people that don't know nothing, that they should colonize us. When they divide us into piecemeals, what do? They swallow us all one by one. They will swallow us one by one. Do you know why our people say in 1967, 66, 67, we are able to rise up to fight? Do you know the reason? Because they killed us everywhere. Do you know that is a mistake they will never do again? Now, they devise a more potent way of swallowing us meal. Don't you see? There is no more massive rioting that in every place in the north that targets Igbo traders or Igbo properties. No. Instead, it happens one place at a time, others will keep quiet. Another time, it will happen in Bauchi. Others will it's unlike before. That even in Plateau, it will spread. They don't even ask questions. They start killing Igbos everywhere, riots everywhere, and people will start running, coming back home. Now, in 1966, they did it. To the extent, even in the West, Yorubas started also the same thing. That is the thing that drove our people to have the audacity and let us go suicide. Instead, even if it is a die, let us die, because we are dying. There is nothing we can do. Many people are saying that some mischievous people are saying that Ojukwu caused the war. Ojukwu didn't even want the war. He wanted to avoid the war. That is why he negotiated with Gowon and his friends in the north, the emirs in the north, and convinced our people. Said, no, everything is okay. Do they talk? Do they talk about it? The answer is no. Do you ask them? You cannot ask them because you don't know. You don't study history, do you? Ojukwu negotiated after the first wave of pogrom that killed hundreds of thousands of our people. Ojukwu say, okay, I don't want anything. He started negotiating with Gowon and the emirs of the north. And they assure him that, okay, it's over, no problem. That they have rent in their people, no problem. He didn't know that it's a trap. Ojukwu convince our people that if you want to go to the north, it's free, everywhere is okay. Now, please, let us forgive and forget. You know, as normal Igbo man, religious man. Let's forget, or everybody go. Our people nupuku again. The second time. Is that second time that they slaughtered worst. When the people that came back, our people gather and forced Ojukwu say, if you don't declare Biafra, if you don't take us out of Nigeria, we are going to look for somebody that will replace you and put him there and pursue you from that place. If you're a coward. Ojukwu tell them, say, look, if we fight war, it's not good though. If they defeat us, we become slaves. Or those that they say we don't you want us to be killed? They gathered Ojukwu. They want to shred him into pieces. People will not tell you this. Mischievous set of people. They are lying against somebody that died. Very, very hypocritical, evil set of people. They don't tell you this. It is our people. Though the population gathered and imposed in Ojukwu and said, look, we must take us because we are no more safe. Anywhere we are no more safe. And do you know why our people are able to do that? Have the mind to do that? Because there is no more any safe place for them. Had it been Lagos didn't kill them, all of them will run to Lagos from Kaduna, Kanu. Lagos now say, the cool problem. At least my apartment. Now so our people be. But it was hot everywhere. And let me tell you, what I'm telling you is what is happening. The Nigeria Caliphate now realized that that is a mistake they made. So now what they are doing is dividing us, swallowing us little by little as they are driving in their agenda. They kill some people in Bauchi after Deborah riot, Deborah Samuel. They destroyed our properties. Before he enters another place, they cool down. The governors and emirs, we could have said, oh yeah, Igbo, yeah, no problem. Those that died, don't worry. Igbo, we do like babies. You will slap him immediately, cry. You carry biscuits, you give him to him, and say, take now. No, Igbo man will say, he loves us. But what we are saying is this, our property, the damage. And the governor said, don't worry, I will take care of it. Don't worry. We are all one Nigeria. I say, okay, I thank you. You see, bring Igbo man to address a commissioner. I thank you, sir, for even coming. I lost my two siblings. They killed him and destroyed my property. But you are a very good man. I thank you listening for coming here to talk to us. I thank you very much. I am here in Kaduna. It's good people you are. We are in Kanu. It's good people. The man who are here in Kanu. Are they happy that even Governor Metromaka, very primitive set of people. That is the new system they have devised. They will not come like 1966, killing us everywhere. No. They will kill here. Before you go, they have reduced that population. They cool down. They have cleared the properties. burn down the properties of someone. Before you know, everybody will say, okay, don't worry, we'll take care of it. Hey. Oh, yeah. They will cool it down. Another day, it will happen in Zamfara. Another day, they will burn our destiny in Lagos. Others will say, as long as Igbo man have a respite somewhere, he prefer to survive, to live, even come to live. This is a very bad mantra we need to remove from our mentality. Very bad mantra. People that does this, they perish. They become assimilated. You die natural death like the Taino tribe in the Caribbean. They are extinct. People that are like this, that have no sense of politics, that have reservation. What matters to them is what individual. They sentence us to individual survival. This is very, very evil, wicked, and bad. We have to change our mentality, please. We have to change our mentality. Any person go, if there is any census, any northern group, somebody from Atiyap ethnic Atiyap tribe, you have to don't fill the form and say Hausa. No, you identity, right? That they tell you say Kanaji na iwonya Hausa. Yes, no. I'm from Atiyap. I'm Ayoka in Jigawa. It's my ethnicity. If they tell you Fulani, say no. I'm Ayoka. I am Ayu from Kaduna. Are you hearing me? I am Bambuko from Taraba State. Stop feeling that you are Hausa. But when you come out as somebody from Banka in Bauchi State, when they call you Hausa man, you start being annoyed. But when you are feeling form of population census form, they tell you say you are Hausa, just accept the Hausa. You say okay, no problem. No, you are diminishing. The population of Hausa, they are increasing, and Fulani, it is the population of the other indigenous ethnicities that are living out of denying their identity. When it comes to where they have to stand for their identity, they say they are Hausa, but they are not. They have their natural language. Hausa is what they teach them. They taught them Hausa. My comrade that I used to bring, he will come here, I think Monday. He's from a Gon tribe. A Gon, I never even knew. He told me he's a Gon in Nasarawa, from Nasarawa State. But he speaks Hausa naturally. They learn it. They impose them to learn Hausa. You must speak Hausa. These people, they will tell you that they are not domineering. It's Igbo domineering. Do we impose our language in our any tribe? Oh, the misinformation, the hatred in Britain spread. This kind of hatred is evil against Igbos. They put on us something that is far, because they identify the Igbos as the only people that can rise up and save others. Now they pinpoint them in order to deal with Igbos. But once they finish with Igbos, now every other one is just for easy targets. That is why they are doing this. Do you understand me? Do you know about the Bassa tribe? Bassa in Kaduna, Kogi, in Niger State, Plateau. Even when I count, I didn't even count some Benue State, even some Kogi tribes. I don't count them. You understand? But they are more than 300 tribes out of 371. But whenever they talk about different tribes, they come to the east. Is there? It makes everybody focus. Oh, there they have minorities. They are it's misinformation. The same way they are misinforming the world to put into your head to you hate one set of people. The people they hate is what you will hate. Their enemies will become their enemies. That is the way they want us to be, because we are in their farms. They tried to do it to Mandela in 90s when Mandela came out. He went to America. No, they know how to produce somebody now. Mandela, you say you're a Democrat, but you are dealing with Palestinians. They are terrorists. Why are you dealing with them? But you're defending democracy. He answered that idiot. He gave him also, he gave her, I think he's a way lady. He gave that journalist what she deserved. He said the highest mistake of the West, especially America, is to think that their enemy should be our enemies. That is, any person that is their enemy, they expect you have to be your enemy. Any person that is their friend, they must be your friend. That is nonsense. Which means, then why are you preaching democracy? Me the right to choose. You are imposing on me, and you are the champion of democracy. To hell with this, they are useless and hypocritical democracy, which they are using in keeping Africans down. Say democracy. Are we in charge? Are we electing our presidents? The answer is no. What they are using us to do is just like window display, just to showcase that, oh, there is democracy, but underneath they have chosen who they want to choose. And they promote the person. Before you know, whether they must put him there by hook or by crook. Didn't you in your crocodile eye how Obama installed Buhari? Is it not Obama? Obama, amen, when he was America's president of America, he installed Buhari. He cajoled good luck and tell him, hey, Obama used his campaign manager. Buhari used Obama's campaign manager from America. And before even the result come out, Obama called Jonathan and said, hey, I say you have to go down. Congratulate him, otherwise you will die in office. So he threatened him direct. That's why he said, my political ambition, the blood of Nigerians didn't merit my political ambition. He congratulated even before full results. That is the see. They are hypocrites everywhere. Hypocrites everywhere. Torturing our lives. So what am I trying to say? If you are a northern indigenous person or personnel or people, somebody from Bauchi in Niger State, from Baya in Adamawa, from Birom in Plateau, what of the Bobua in Taraba State? What of Buduma in Borno State? The Bomboro in Bauchi. These are different tribes, but you call all of them Hausa. They are not. They come to separate us. We Igbos, Ikwere. They say no. Say that you are not Igbo, you are Ikwere. Do you think they love you? Do you think? Why can't you reason? Say why is the Fulani group? Northern, they call Northern group. So they love me more than my brother. They want me to be in complete conflict with my brother, so that they will come to ginger me, sponsor me, kill my brother, so that after everything, they will take over everything, put me into slavery. Are you here? Don't you know? Don't you know the way they are coming? It is high time. It is completely high time we understand the ways of these people. It is colonial legacy. The way colonialists come, the way they invade through different ways, including religion. They didn't bring us religion that they love us. No. It's just a way to keep us. There is no way as a religious zealot that you will have a say in foreigners' religion. It's impossible. You can never be perfect. Others must be coming from above. Are you hearing me? Order must be coming from above. As we talk about belief, which is an acceptance that something exists or is true, especially one without proof, is the mental acceptance of a claim as true. Now, every tradition and culture has its own belief system, synonymous with the people's origin and way of life. But imposing foreign belief is a way of control. That is what I want to bring out, because I'll soon close and open the line. Imposing foreign belief is a way of control and manipulation, which is colonization. It is better we continue that our natural belief system, that no person has no foreign influence. Just as I was saying, in our land we believe in Agwa and it is working. It's a belief, but we are seeing it. Many of us, you can stay, you have your natural talent, your Agwa will just come into you and start, you will be building something. It happened to me as a kid. It happens to me, I tell you. You means without understanding, you didn't learn it in school. No. Had it been with his, not before you know, even the family will be saying now, they will start delivering you, carrying you, because everywhere you take, before you know it, that thing that is in you is trying to. Had it been, it is not a control. We will develop it. We will know how to manage this and develop it and use it to develop our country. Instead of, you see many of our people that have this agua. Many have been, strangulated. Many are now into kidnapping because no development. Had it been, it is not about this Nigeria we are in and the religion they put us into. Everything about you say, hey, it's mojo, hey, chopoya, and I know. Where are we? Where are we? Any religion that come from abroad, it is meant to colonize you because it is not natural to you. You don't have a say. The indigenous people can never think of work towards innovating, modernizing, or changing any foreign imposed belief or myth. Any innovations or changing to the belief system must come from the origin. Do you see the reason why our indigenous is our natural habitat, where we have command over it? We can decide to innovate something out of it, and we do. Don't you see how Pope from Rome said something of blessing same-sex that is taboo in our land? You see people in our land, because they swear allegiance to it, they start defending it. Don't you see that? Came to our land, they impose our people, our men, to be celibate. That it is a girl, women to be also celibate. That is, they don't marry. They become almighty, and you call them father. Is it right? Is it right? They close all those generations. All those because of foreign. Tomorrow now, maybe in the next 20 years, or in the next 50 years, they can decide in Rome and say, okay, from today, Reverend Father should be marrying. That time they have released. What of those that they do you see? Because it's not natural to us, so we don't have any say. We don't have any. Yes, you mama, and you must calm down and continue. Yeah, because they pay. He who pays you controls you. You see, do you see the work of foreign religion? But if it is our own natural one, we don't have any any problem. Do you see Islam? Where Islam is giving much problem is non-Arab countries, where it was just watch the whole world, watch them. But the source where Islam it come from, they are doing their thing. Even their Islamic is their thing. Is their natural culture. They have taken it as their natural from 6th to 8th, 7th century till today. They fought for it. But wherever they are fighting against all this, look at Boko Haram, look at everywhere in the other parts of the world. It's where they are fighting for Islam. But where is today Saudi Arabia can wake up and say, no, women now, they are giving them little chances. It is their thing. If they do it to other places, some radical from the origin will tell them, no, you are going against Islam. But if they do it in their places, they are telling you cannot command them. Do you see that? If we have our natural culture, our natural belief system, no person can command us. No person can control us from outside. Don't you see that control from outside is also part of colonization? Even if it takes religious dimension, it's part of colonization. Don't you know that? We must relinquish and remove ourselves from this continuous colonial legacy. I will speak another day about this because time has gone. I think next Saturday there will be a program. It will be any other day. We must continue because I have many things that I prepare to say on the religious issue, but another thing has said, but we must continue. I think go into a few minutes break so that when I come back, I will open the lines so that people will start calling in. Please do not go away. I will be right back. I will definitely be right back. Please, do not go away. I will be right back.
Call to action. Biafrans return to farming. Invest in agriculture. Have you ever paused to question the importance of self-sufficiency in food production? Food self-sufficiency, or the ability of a nation to feed its own people from its own resources, plays a pivotal role in securing a country's future. It's more than just filling our bellies. It's about nourishing our economy, our workforce, and our independence. Imagine being at the mercy of external sources for your daily bread. It's like a constant game of tug-of-war is the rope. Any moment the balance could tip and you'd be left scrambling for resources. This reliance could pose potential threats to national security and economic stability. Outsourcing our food needs puts us in a vulnerable position, susceptible to price hikes, supply chain disruptions, or even political manipulations. But let's flip the coin and look at the benefits of self-sufficiency in food production. Firstly, it empowers our economy. When we invest in agriculture, we're not just planting seeds in the soil, we're sowing the seeds of economic growth. The farm-to-table journey involves many hands, from farmers to transport restaurateurs. Each link in this chain represents a job, a livelihood, a boost to our economy. Secondly, it ensures food security. By growing our own food, we can control the quantity of our produce. We're also less likely to experience food shortages, ensuring that no one in our community goes to bed hungry. Lastly, it promotes sustainability. Agriculture done right can be a tool for environmental conservation, preserving our land's fertility for future generations. So you see, self-sufficiency in food production is not just a matter of pride. It's a matter of survival, of economic prosperity, and of national security. Understanding the importance of food self-sufficiency sets the stage for our discussion on the call to action from IPOB. Recently, the indigenous people of Biafra to return to farming and invest heavily in agriculture. This is not just a call to action, but a clarion call for survival and self-sufficiency. The world is on the brink of a food crisis, and Niger's no exception. An impending famine looms large, threatening to cast a dark shadow over the land. But here's the thing. Biafrans are not destined to be victims, but victors. IPOB, led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, believes that Biafra has the means and the fertile lands to avert this impending danger. This call to action isn't just about planting seeds in the ground, but planting seeds of hope, resilience, and self-reliance. And it's not just about farming. It's about creating an entire ecosystem that supports agriculture, from cash crops to animal husbandry. It's about building agricultural cottages that process and preserve agricultural products for export, turning Biafra into a powerhouse of agricultural productivity. So where do you come in? IPOB is appealing to all Biafrans philanthropists to support farmers in their communities. But this support doesn't only mean giving temporary food items. It means providing seedlings and other farming implements. It means encouraging and supporting farmers to go back to the land that once provided for us all. And it's not just about the present, but about the future. IPOB is urging Biafrans to invest in agricultural research centers. Why? Because quality research and development is key to growing our native food products efficiently and sustainably. It's about learning how to fish, not just buying fish to eat. This call to action is not just about investing in the future of Biafrans. It's about securing our food supply, about ensuring we are not left vulnerable. It's about taking control of our destiny, one seed at a time. Because at the end of the day, a nation that can feed itself is a nation that can stand tall and strong no matter what comes its way. IPOB is not just calling for action, but also taking tangible steps to promote agriculture in Biafra. The indigenous people of Biafrans, or IPOB, is not simply sounding the horn for agricultural investment, but it's also actively participating in the drive. A key aspect of its involvement is the provision of quality seedlings to selected farmers for the planting season. By doing so, IPOB directly incentivizes farming, providing the necessary tools that allow farmers to produce bountiful and healthy crops. But the commitment of IPOB to
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land. And we are here live and direct today of April 2024. Our lines are open, but before that, let me also continue on the call for the IPOB call for our people to go back to farming. When we talk about farming, both animal farming, animal husbandry, culture, horticulture is using a small space. Now technology has increased. You can use a small space even if we are working, because some people think our call is only stop or anything you are doing, go back and start the farming like that. If you are doing something, if you are working or you're a trader, you still have the opportunity of farming in your space. Because if this family have produced something, the other family produce. Sometimes China is like that because there are plenty. So the family, each apartment produces things, and that's it. That's how you see Chinese exportation. It's plenty. So you can cultivate even in your small space. You use a bag. Learn how to do all this farming. Is in YouTube. That phone you are carrying is not only for looking for content creation. It's not only for looking for listening to gossip in WhatsApp. You can use there to learn anything you want. I am telling you. That smartphone you have. So that is what, because they are bent on making sure that we depend. It is Nigeria policy. The policy is from Britain through Nigeria for our region to be food dependent on others, so that they can suffer us and kill us at will. They will use food to bend. Don't you hear every time any slightest thing, the Northern Iriwa group will say no, we block food importation, no more bringing food to the south. Don't it ring a bell in your ear that look, now these people have agenda, so let us start now? Is it when they happen? There are things from there their mentality. They want you to continue looking for money, running around in the market. You are buying in a month. But the time will come, if you carry your millions of naira, you go to market, you don't see anything to buy. You start cooking that money. You will go house and And the boy take 5 million naira at a time, put inside pot and cook. When you cook it, you and your children will eat. At that time, you will understand that that money is useless. Why do you think that France, England, Belgium, all these ways, the West, they have gold reserve? Whereas Africans are interested in cash. So, paper. According to one report, to make $100, the cost of making $100 bill is less than 10 cents. So when you look at how many kilos of gold, how many 1 kilo of gold, $1,000. Now you check the real value you are buying it. Check it, maybe it's not even up to $200. It's just paper. They give you paper, reality, and they are storing it. That is the thing. Let us have reality. Reality is the food we are producing. So that even if without money you have obaji. I could remember when we were small. We have a yam ban. Without money you go and you go to the barn and take one yam and cut it into pieces and cook. Use oil there now, red oil there. You use red oil, put okiri. Nigeria good food. You don't have money, but you have money full everywhere, no food. It is the worst thing. That is why we encourage farming, please. Let us go back to farming. And then farming. Also, people in the diaspora, make sure that you are encouraging people on ground zero to farm, invest, not only sending money for food, all these things, sending money for different expenses. It's tiresome. Invest on farming. That's it. Our lines are now open. And also, let me also say this. It's a public notice, which we have been saying. You see, the two individuals, Kanu and Prince Emmanuel Kanu, they are not IPOB members, so are not authorized or ever been authorized to represent IPOB at any given time. You understand? They have no authorization to speak for IPOB anywhere. Also, they are not and have never been IPOB members of IPOB DOS or IPOB leadership. Therefore, anyone or group dealing with them in the name of IPOB ESN are doing so to their own risk and detriment. These individuals are only siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have nothing to do with IPOB, what we are doing. For your information, for the public, anywhere if they come, they claim that their leadership, no, you are dealing with them at your own risk. You see, what is in the public domain. So if they come and tell you lie, this and that, I want leadership, they are only siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anything you are dealing with them, deal with them as, they are siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Don't ever mention IPOB. It doesn't concern IPOB. Our lines are now open. It will be forewarned, it will be forearmed. Our lines are now open. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Ours +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. Let me take the caller is there, but please hold on. Caller on WhatsApp. Let me go to caller on direct line because he's paying. Please, caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line. Please go on.
Hello, do you have my call?
Yes, Mazi, go on, please.
Yeah, this to Kabiamora, goes in maybe with your own argo. I think what you're doing is definitely your strength and calling. So, I don't know about our mentality, especially in the Igbo. I've drawn a lot of parallels between Black Americans in America and we Biafrans in Nigeria. The Fulani people, they are like white people here. The way they control things. They see things 100 years. I remember when they started this program of promoting feminism among African Americans, and we're seeing the results today. And unfortunately, they'll try to also, and that leads to a broken home, and that leads to the collapse of the society. And this comes from one of the powerful guy in history, Malcolm X. I remember one of his speeches where he said, "Stupid and a useless man that would allow his enemy to educate his children or allow his enemy to feed him," which means you have to be totally independent from your enemy. And we should recognize that Western society is our mortal enemy. And in Nigeria, the Fulani oligarchy is our mortal enemy. So we can't be taking instructions or taking any advice from these people, because education is what molds our mentality. Your mentality is determining how you act, how you behave. And that is why it's difficult dealing with some of our so-called intellectuals. Now, I think our leader has studied this people and called them intellectuals, because I don't care what your PhD is, and it has no purpose to your own society. It's just useless. And somebody was asking that, somebody who answered it. Why is it that Africans, Nigerians in particular, and Biafrans in particular, when they leave their society, the doctor of this, the researcher this, the fellow this, because we lack that organizational ability to build and control our own. And you know, boy, indefinitely, discrimination or racism, but do your own. But we cannot. I for one build or something. Instead of supporting him, we start, not even encouraging. And that is why I think Makonwe program again in the morning, I may encourage our so-called intellectuals to join us. The problem is that our educational system will let our enemies to educate and educated us. Therefore, you see a black body walking, but with a white mind. There is no way that his white inculcated mind that will do something benefit to his black society. Everything on a will always benefit the Western society. That's why we will learn their democracy, but we cannot make it work for us. We learn their religion, but it cannot work for us, because we took on the nature of other people instead of creating and
it is not natural. It is not natural to us, so it can never work until we do our natural thing. We develop it. We do our natural thing that we are laughing, we are mocking. We develop it and continue there. That's when. Otherwise, all these other things order comes from above. Order must come up from above. So
exactly.
How can we deal with it? Mazi, go on.
Even in this country, all kinds of ethnicities ever. India were their own school. In China, were their own school. And school will have from kindergarten and primary level. They have created that foundation. You see him, he's working and speaking in American. He's a proper Chinese. Inside him is a proper Korean. Because they have laid that foundation for him. The same thing with Arabs. They have their own school, Hama control, like their neighborhood. But you know what happens? ndị be anyị ndị isi ojii anyị akpọkọrọ because anyị bụ Muslim anyị jee ka anyị jee na nke ha isi ndị some Nigerian Muslim isi ndị Kenyan Muslim ị na-eje ka ị gaa na nke onye ọzọ and then they discriminate against yours. Oh, we are all Muslim. Your religion does not matter. What matters is your ethnicity first, your Biafra-ness first, your nationality first before any religion. That's what other people do. So thank you very much. Unless all these so-called intellectuals, that's why a question is you last time. You say Nigeria, there. What kind of government and what are we going to do?
If Biafra comes, I want to Nigeria, please.
Yeah. What I forgot to mention that time, Obo. If you need to know about how to go westernized, I really don't trust us because all without Western mentality can't get you a maybe. So any Biafran government should be de-westernized, should be de-Nigerianized, and should be decolonized. Whether we do PhD or we don't want you to bring that Western mentality because your mentality is corrupted by the colonizers. And some of us, depending on how long you be around, I will support putting a monetary censorship on all of us because we are too happy to serve the interests of the colonizers, the image of our colonizers and slave masters. Thank you.
There were Mazi. What we should understand is this. We cannot get it right until we become original. Like what our brother said. We find it very easy to go and start joining others. We cannot build our own thing. Call it a Igbo school. Be proud, because we are complex, inferiority complex. A people that is blaming their ancestors, labeling their ancestors as evil, casting and binding them. How do you think that they will build something original that comes from their ancestors? They reject everything. How do you think that we shall succeed with this mentality? How do you think that we can progress? Is it possible? Let us tell ourselves the truth. Any religion that comes from outside and it becomes your modus operandi, you are bound to follow command from above. Are you hearing me? France is a Catholic country, but they divorced from taking orders from Rome. And he made the Pope that time to start a war with Napoleon Bonaparte. And Napoleon, I think, even captured him. He doesn't care. It doesn't matter. If what we are doing now, for example, IPOB, you bring Harvard University, doctorate degree holders, a Cambridge, so you come and head this struggle. How maybe Shinayan? How working that they will tell you that now they will team she got they will quote for you. She got and she more day here na your name research on defending his thesis. They will never bow down. Look at Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. Who took over and had the audacity to challenge colonial masters? Let me call them masters there. It's a young boys that doesn't care about it. Maybe you look at them, they don't even go to Harvard or they are young boys. Oh, jaga jaga. Name here revolution. Name here jaga jaga. If you bring the person that is trained in a way by Western education, or you will damage. Are you hearing me? He will damage. He will scatter everything. Tell him to come and lead it. He will scatter everything because he don't set his trainers. He don't want to. He want to be diplomatic. There is a way to do it. Yeah. From there, I'll scatter everything. boys, small boys, Burkina Faso. Before you know, they continue developing their country. They don't care. Bring politicians that have a seven doctorate degrees. How you know you don't have to do it like that? You have to be gentle. Talk to them like this. They put everybody into continuous slavery. Callers, please. Sorry for taking much time. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Go on, please. You have been there since 14 minutes plus. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on.
Okay, good evening, Mazi.
There we
I greet, thank you. I greet all Biafrans and I greet our leader, great leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and his wife, the woman of 1929. She's among the above women. We appreciate her. We appreciate her. And you see that thing you are talking now, we can never be anything than being original. That's why I said even though my people, we are passing through a lot, I still stand. I love Igbo, the great Igbo race. We must surface again because they pretend they thought they have anything. I said it sometime. I tweeted in the Twitter, said that they pretend they use the word to fight us. But today, it's only the truth can stand the test of time. I am very grateful to Chukwu Okike Abiama. So, I also appreciate our DOX who are doing the needful, the chosen ones, with sincerity and the pure of heart. We appreciate you all what you are doing for us. So the decision, the concern on the agricultural part of it, revolution, is the best decision whatsoever. That's why I also tell some people sometimes that this IPOB you are seeing today is the voice of that 1960-1967. We have reflected again, and we believe that by the special grace of God, tomorrow, maka Chukwu Okike Obiama nọnyere anyị wee nọnyekwere onye ndu anyị o ji wee kwusie ike up to this moment. We appreciate all of you. There's one thing I want to ask you, Mazi. In the world today and the whole continent or the whole country in the world, who make the name of all this great country you hear today, who make their name who make them to be known? That is what I want to ask you, please.
What do you mean? You mean the countries today like America, like France?
Yes, like America and the Europe, like all this European, England as well, and all of them, the Russians.
Mazi, they worked it by themselves, so they didn't come and maybe somebody from above say no. From today, England, many of all these countries, Mazi, you are in Italy.
Yeah. Yes.
They pass through a lot. Building a country, building a nation is a process, for your information. That's why when I listen to some of our people doing things with sentiment, people fought in Europe wars. We have fought wanted to massacre. Germany, you see, the gods, they were in the 30 years war in Germany. They wanted to slaughter themselves out of extinction. I am telling you. So you see that they built themselves. These people, they don't tolerate things that we tolerate. For your information, they built themselves. They pass through processes. Sometimes they rise up. The people will rise up against a tyrant, and it will start war. They massacre. Wars we have fought in Europe more than in Africa. Wars, Africa. What brought down or even helped in bringing down war in Europe is when they started traveling out. Now the wars that fought in their land, Now they export it outside. That is why even in Africa, in taking shares of Africa, I mean, because of the Berlin Conference, though they shared Africa, but it was not palatable. France was attacking Britain in Africa, no more in European mainland, in Africa. So the thing they have today is criminals. They are bad people to their colonies in America. America is a yesterday country now. Europeans, it's a process. When do you see? Let me give you an example. You see the sanctions North Korea is suffering. How many years today? How many decades? What of Iran from sanctions? Do you help them? Do you call it anything? As a person that is living outside Iran, you don't know what they are suffering, but they keep on. A time will come, they will surface, and when they become so great as world power, you start asking, Mazi, how did they come? Is it God that blessed them like that? No, it is them. Consistency. They don't care. Are you hearing me? Yeah, they have been suffering, but they keep on. China suffered the same thing. Have you forgotten? Have you forgotten 1989 Chinaman Square that was everywhere? China is, they are killing their people. They wanted to use democracy rubbish. This is their rubbish they call Western democracy in order to destroy China. China questioning. To the extent they will sponsor some people to come. Students will come and protest. They will put their camera. Just put your camera, let there be, and the whole world will be talking. But how quick today is China not the number one economy? Is not a world power? Was it like this in the 1970s? The answer is no. They made themselves. Every country is self-made. If you are, that's why I used to say it. If you are weak, you have no space in this world. You become perpetual slave. Only shouting and complaining. And they are killing us. So you have to rise up to resist. They massacre you, you resist, you continue. Until a time will come. Didn't you see South Sudan? Was it not a caricature before? Yeah. At the early time, don't you see they used to use it as an example against our leader? Mazi, Nnamdi Kanu, you say you want Biafra. Don't you see South Sudan? They are killing themselves. Are they killing themselves till today? The answer is no. No. They must have the squabbles. It will never depart completely, but they have gotten their country. 39 years they endured the massacre from the Janjaweed. Can we do that? Only almost 3 years of our leaders' incarceration, kidnapping. People were gone. Bring out our leader, unless otherwise I will not sponsor a leader to come out and judge the issues. It's when our leader come, I will complain. Now you see that we are still babies. Many of our people are still babies mentally. They don't know that this is a nation.
What we are fighting is also the mentality of our people.
Of course. Some people are still waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come and come and start entertaining us in Facebook, in radio. That is what they are waiting. They don't know that it's our activism that we bring out Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It will come out like Mandela and with a flag. It is our activity. But you see people say, no, I don't know. Yes. I think I'm confused now. I don't know who to. I don't know. Wait, let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come. How do you think that this kind of people will merit? How do this type of people, how do you think they merit, restoration? How do you think they merit genuine freedom? These slaves they should be. Because they don't know what they want. They thought that every is on one person. Once they come, everybody are cool. Without knowing that the mantle is on each and every one of us to continue pushing. Is that pushing that will bring out Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Mazi, please go on.
Yes. I also say sometimes that you see that Biafra is like a pregnant woman. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is inside pushing. All of us, we're supposed to be pushing at any corner you are. But it's so painful that some of even our people that is in Western world today, even in abroad here now, they will be asking yourself, is this person an Igbo person or is he reasoning normal? So Like what you answered now, I heard you often mention even more than 5 times, you know. So you see that the problem of that country now, Nigeria, where the evil colonials have put in us, problem there is people. It's people. Was it Bangladesh or this one of these Asian sides in Bangladesh, I think, when their prime minister messed up, they rose up and the meeting, the person listening. Why I asked
Sri
you
Lanka, Sri Lanka,
yes, okay. So why I asked you, is it the country that become great today? Why I ask you about them is because of people, and you answered it the way it is. It's the people that will make things happen, because politicians are criminals. It's people that can checkmate them. That is why you see in the Western world, they are afraid of their people. You see that if you come in the revolution or all this productional revolution, it's the people that is putting it. In Germany, it's people that make Germany what it is. It's not Angela Michael or his own son or her son. So, like what you said, let me not waste much of the time. And all I have to say is that the way we are and what you always said, the world is the survivor of the fittest. And we should bear that in mind. And I said it some time ago. Nobody owns this world. Nobody owns this world. If you except if you allow somebody to own your own. That is how it is. This up and take our place in the world, which you always say it all the time. Thank you. God bless you and God bless you. Thank you.
Mazi, of course. The world is a free place. Play your own role, your own card, and take what belongs to you. If you are weak there and complaining, you become slave forever. That is how the world is. No spirit come up and point to this one and say, Britain, you great. Let me tell you, Britain was colonized by Roman Empire. Do you know that? In between 400 AD to 412, Britain liberated themselves from the Roman Empire and liberated themselves, become independent. 412 AD. 400 to 412 AD. They did that. So nothing goes easy for any country. It's a fight, continuous fighting for liberation. If you are weak, you fight. Is it okay? We fought for our fathers and brothers, big brothers' face, or 3 years, 1967 to 1970. And they thought, we are one Nigeria. No problem, nothing mega. Is something mega, really the mega? Are we not today, after 50-something years, still on the same issue? Had it been, that is it. I sure will say, let us, all of us, die. By now, we are in Biafra since we have forgotten that even we fought, we become a thing of the past. But he who fights to run away, you come back and fight again. If you say, no, I will die now, before, if I will enjoy, I don't care, I will die. You will die and reincarnate. Come, you are not going any heaven. Anywhere here they can that. No heaven for you. No heaven waiting for you. You will still come back and you will start afresh. By that time, so you continue Biafra. So it's better we do it now and get it. That's it. It's a collective effort. Some people are idiotically thinking that let us wait. Okay, we have time. Let us wait. Let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out. If you stop for contributing your quota, and I stop, I make Radio Biafra everywhere. I stop. Now you think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out even alive? Okay, even if you come out, okay, if you come out and start again, like in 2012, start broadcasting again. I beat again. People are saying, we idiots, we are jokers. Even the world, they will use chemical weapon and kill all of us. Saying they are jokers. Look at South Sudan. 39 good years, they fought war. and today they have their country, and they are proud to do so. To say it that today we have our country. Go and do like them. Stop believing that one God will do it. Oh, we like cutting corners, shortcuts. Oh, once we pray and cry, oh, God in heaven, oh, Jesus Christ, oh, Chukwu abịama n'ụlọ anyị na give us ihe ahụ ihe eji eme ka obi na-atọ anyị ụtọ. We must face the bitter reality and get it. If we are not ready to face it, which means we continue being slaves. Caller, please, caller, welcome to the program. Caller on signal. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi Jonathan. Good evening, sir.
There wo Mazi. There wo.
Mazi Dodrege Mazi. Yes, what you are saying is the reality. Mazi Jonathan, my name is Mazi Fanyi. Mazi Fanyi calling from his location. Permit me to greet our HODs and our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi, your topic this night is very, very wonderful. Yes, we can never back down to this great gospel of the truth. Mazi, before I proceed, let me just use this opportunity to say, Operation Go Back to the Biafra must be obeyed. Operation Go Back to the Biafra must obey. That's my own. Chip into your program or your topic this night. Mazi is very, very, what am I going to use to qualify it? Mazi, look at Fulani people telling our people in the Equator to reject their heritage, to reject their identity, to reject their language, to reject where they come from, to reject where their forefathers came from, and they now start advising them. Mazi, I believe that our HODs, they know what to do about that. Fulani can never give us advice. They can never control us. You see, they want to divide us from equal people. Mazi, I'm with equal man. I did with equal man. I do everything with equal man. And most of them, or all of them, which are their name is the same name which I, Mazi Fanyi, is answering Mazi Fanyi. Also, most of them are answering Okechukwu, Ikechukwu, all those names, which is the Igbo name. That is what these Ikore people are answering. And the Fulani think that they are wise, trying to advise them, telling them not to identify with their people. Mazi, you see, this time around, what happened to us in 1967 can never happen again as long as our HODs are concerned. If they are planning to divide us in this coming population of counting or census, call it like that, Mazi, it can never happen. Our HODs, they are wise. They know the game these Fulani people are playing, and they know how to disorganize their plan. So I can never go much on that thing, because I know that people that is driving us, people that is in the head of us, they know what to do about that. May God bless them and give them strength and wisdom to continue leading us. And Mazi, let me fall back to your religion topic this night. Mazi, our people have been deceived, and we must give ourselves or put ourselves as an example. Mazi, I told you last your program, I told you that I have started my own journey of trying to counter all their lies about our religion, about how we come to exist, about our main focus, and about Africans, and as a black man, which I have started whenever I travel and I see people preaching and telling our people that the manner we Mazi, from there, immediately you stop your preaching, I will take up my own, telling people that this thing and this thing is not how it made. that these people are deceiving our people, that we can never allow them to deceive our people. Which I told you that I was challenging one man, trying to tell our people, giving our people false hoping and the false information, and trying to tell our people that manna will fall from heaven. As I was countering the man carries Bible, which they call his Bible, and they called me, say I'm idiot. I say yes, because I'm idiot, because I don't want you to deceive our people. We must learn, we must put ourselves as an example. That is the way, because these people deceive our forefathers by traveling all the way from their place and come to our land and deceive our people with guns and blade, force them to accept this religion. And that is why we are now using theory part of it to tell our people that what these people did to our forefathers is not a good one, and is a problem to us, because most of the 99% of our problem is a religion, which the so-called men of pastors, I will not call them men of God, because I am equally man of God. Mazi Jonathan, you are man of God. Everybody listening to this radio Biafra is a man of God. And let me use their name, pastors, because pastors is their title given to them, and that is why they are using it to deceive our people. Then also want to use it to, in this our own time, we now refuse to accept them, and we now began to ask questions. That's why they tried to tag us and called me many names that day, which I was traveling with on the vehicle. Then called me, you are pagan, you are this, you are that. I said yes, I'm that, because I can never allow you people to deceive our people anymore. That's what I'm trying to say. Westerners use this religion to deceive our people. They use this religion to make our people to reject and also accept the fact that yes, this religion is a stranger to us, that our forefathers did not even want to accept them, but they use guns and blade to force them to accept the religion. And that's where the 99% of problem lies in the religion. Never keep quiet. You must continue this good work, and every one of us that is listening to you in this religious program must take it individually upon ourselves to start. Anywhere you are traveling, I'm just advising, anywhere you are traveling and you see these people carrying this big book, call it Bible, and try to deceive our people, telling our people that there's a place that we read in the Bible. Once you go to market, you go to market, you look, never feed 3 square meal in a day, but he's trying to tell you that when you read a particular chapter in the Bible, you went to market and you start that moment and countering and letting our people to know that these people are deceivers. They are deceiving our people, and that is how we are going to do in order to subdue these people. Because this programming have been taking years. It have taken years for them to deceive our people, and they also always believe on something that can never come to exist in life. And that is why we must take it upon ourselves individually. As long as you are on ground, traveling, trying to counter them, trying to let our people to know that these people are deceivers. They are not the real people, and the God can never come down from heaven and fight our war or fight our battle. That we must stand in front and fight our battle for we to live fine, not for we to live good, in order for we to enjoy the good things on the earth. Without that, we can never. Otherwise, we'll be suppressing and also suppressing until this generation will go and another generation will come. We can never allow the mass. Jonathan, may God bless you for this your program. Let me stand by and let other people to contribute. We must continue, no going back. Whatever it happens, we must face it. May God bless you. Good night, dear Mazi.
Thank you very much. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp, I think Mazi below. Can you?
Yeah, Mazi. Good evening from here, Mozambique. Bon night. I want to ask the Chukwu Kabir continue to protect our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Chonwa. I'm going to go to the embassy. Kenile. And then many runazo. Yeah, I'm not going to say that Allah Biafra Chukwu. When the Rogamana Chukwu Kabir. Another one that couldn't let Biafra state. That's some Chile about women. What began the what began the Hishik, what began the Honk, what began the show. Because I know what I have who can this radio every day. I'm machine can protect to get. Okay, they're going to book on us. We don't have to go local. Let me put any other service on go of my Chineke Abagume. As I could not talk at home. Yeah, because we have sick a match this night because of the one of my brother, one of the number of my bomas, Mazi Engineer ya bụ ọnụ Germany. Ọ na ihe a na-ekwu. Ọ dị mma ya tụ ụnụ bụ ndị Igbo mee voice message to ihe ha unu niile. Ọ bụkwa this topic unu were ndebe ka unu ha ahụ because ihe a na-ekwu ihe na ada eji ọ na-asọ ka ebe ọ na-anwụ nwee ka mmadụ ga-esi ete mụ na gị nkịta na mmadụ confuse women again. Mmadụ confuse through the religion or through the anything no mmadụ sị m mee ihe nna sị m tie aka n'ọkụ ma tie aka n'ọkụ ọ da awụ ọkụ maazị uche unu na-ebiga nga kpatara obi nwe nwanne nwoke kwere was that DOS by everybody go back to non operation, go back to listen to the Biafra because our people believe that none of the can go back here. One name, not the kind of uche, wisdom, so that when I got this now long, now I may shake, and when you could this night, in a queer, we see that people believe now, not the Galo, or Gapata, go back to the Biafra again, near Kuka. No. Our people this one called Mandela. I don't know how many also for prison. Never I feel the Canada Pata, Opota, Uta outside, and your grand have a book way aside, or have a may hand me has here with him as him as have a may. I believe that our leader must be there. I want to know dear that no all there to our freedom, and no one help that no freedom fighter must be either inside or the outside the country or the prison or touch any freedom fighter. But that time na Biafra na na-ekwu ya. Ndị n'ụlọ, ndị nọ n'ime ala, ndị nọ na mkpọrọ. Otu o si adị mma na people ọ na-adị ndebe ọsịsọ 2 years onye isi anyị na 3 years onye isi anyị na everybody dị ka agbapụchizie ya dị ọsịsọ. Eji mee a na-ejakwa na ndị egide ndị Hausa onye nwe jigide ndị Hausa na Nigeria. Onye Hausa agide bribe. N'ogide onye Igbo na onye Igbo were bribe nye ozugbo because ahụzighị mgbe ọlegide onye Igbo ya ụlọ na
Mazi ọ dị anyị ọsịsọ na ịma ihe i kwuru Mazi, that is why ndị Igbo eji ahụ ndị Igbo as a source of money moving money source of anywhere because eji na onye Igbo say no defend your right one just don't tinye aka na akpa nna hey nna ke nke that is the thing. Mazi there onwe ebe ji akwụkwọ o ji akwụkwọ obodo o ji resident obodo ma onye nwe ji be na-agba ọsọ ebe anyị everyday ihe na-achọta ga-esi wee ri ndụ uri ego anyị kpatara ka ọ n'oge na-ele ihe that iji akwụ you have your own document today you don't know how to defend yourself ka ọrụ ebe nwanne gị nna gị kpara ike gị na-anwụ mana ịpụta n'ebe ị kwesịrị defend onwe gị nwanne gị na-eti mmadụ gara gị something ma n'obodo ị nọ n'ime how many years gị dịghị mmadụ ga-atawara gị something something that because of you cannot have chance to remove your one day get to issue of your documents by yourself because of you lose in a shop. Nobody believe in a church and I'm in a church. Nobody in Nigeria man every Sunday and here man I think one of Nigeria has a church. I got rather no good on a channel over there. You know, they believe in Nigeria. They believe for you go. In the field, they die Sunday, and I just say, I also don't joke. Monopodina has from desire. Me, he doesn't on joke. You're on the buying like you or you don't want sometimes. Man, then we hear the go back this night. Monogam all be bargain. None the buying Quisirema, Mbaru, a question of Baker and Copa. As okay, and the back Quisirema, Baker and Copa. Because only in the back here in it, yes, to the unity, yes, and Nina won't know it. That they believe in you, not Chile, Mirania. That it is one every unity and no bin against Onya no one money on one adaptable. I actually much good than what she tell me Otoshikowa. Ogana Bogan no say near and developmental near them organ in scientists work to him. A guy in a man man chile man now operation. The man now one because of when I have to get everything. I'm not 100% plus of yesterday. Can you say, what 9 months? Mmadụ na mmụọ osi ga-achite esi gbawa afọ nwa akaala ọ pụta ọ ga-ekwu ka ọ ga-ebe akwa pechukwu achụwa ọ ga-amụ ya ị na-abaka na 11 months gị na-ekpe chukwu na ọ ga-egide ji n'operation n'otu operation ka nwa nke Chineke dị operation ọjọọ dị operation mụ nwa ọwara na-agba gị iji gide ji ọgụ awụ Chineke onye na-ekikere nye everything n'ụwa a ga-eji mee ihe ụlọ rụrụ na ka anyị wuru ihe ụlọ anyị ga-eme nwa anyị mee anyị kere ihe nọ n'ụwa anyị rie ka ụlọ gara anyị rizie ya gị shaa njọ
anyị ṅụọ gị so njọ Nigeria pastor gị ṅụọ mmanya so njọ mana obodo anyị pastor na-aṅụ mmanya fada na-aṅụ mmanya n'obodo ọwụfụ Chukwu ka anyị na-ekpe maazị enwekere m mara n'obodo anyị n'ime these people here now ha bịara chọọchị ha bụ chọọchị ndị Nigeria bịa here bịa kọwa ya here ebu ndị chọọchị Nigeria mana obodo anyị n'ime na enweghị ike gị ga na asọpụta họpụta mmadụ bịa nye onyinye na chọọchị gị bịa sị mmadụ bịa n'oche ahụ ka eji kpata ego egwu eziokwu ofọs na ị ga-agarịrị ya ofọs na ị ga-agarị inye onyinye ahụ bikọs ihure ga-eme gị nọ n'ibirite ọdụ inye onyinye mana obodo anyị n'ime adịghị fọs adịghị n'ochu ma ndị be anyị dịrị nga achọ ka ha mee n'ochu ya na ha achọghị ụzọ echi akpata dị mọnụ mepee chọọchị ọgwụ ego ọnwa ahụ ụmụnna ka eji anata nye niile ndị awụcha ego ka a na-apụtasị ndị mmadụ n'ọgụ mana masị n'obodo anwụrụ masị nna m nwụrụ asị na ga-ebu ụzọ kilia 140,000 a ga-eji elie ndị chọọchị ga-eji gaa abịa onye na-azụ rice ya zụ 50 bag of rice mgbe ụwa ya ewu ime ya eji ganye onyinye ndị mmadụ na-akọrọ aka ya nyecha onyinye ya zụ ahịa nke ndị mmadụ na ọ nwụọla na ego noti na chọọchị na lokal chọọchị anyị na vileji tiche ego ọ nwụọla na asị na ọ ga-ebu ụzọ kwụ ụgwọ ọ mgbe ọrịa ga-ahụ ka mgbe ọrịa ga-ahụ jide ahụ ọzọ ga-ebu ụzọ kilia 140,000 o ji n'ụgwọ a ga-ekele ndị chọọchị agada gị si ma wera gị nye ha ego ha bịa ma ha bịa gị ike mmiri gị ha aṅụ ha lara onwe otu kwesịrị ndị otu kwesịrị ime ndị otu kwesịrị na-eme ndị bikọs eriwọla ha ọnụ somebody jide nke ma some years 2 years ụgwọ oji gị si ga-abịa ịnere ha ụgwọ oji na ị ga-awe gị nye ya right gị na-abịa ịnọnyere na ọkwagbu ozi ihe my brother a lot of things I na-ehụ na the church